Ready?
Already.
Oh, look at that. You
This
get that
one's-
today.
Yeah, this one's deeper.
Is this your new voice?
Yeah, this is my new voice.
Oh,
Hi, my name is Nick. Welcome to the meeting. Even creepier online, I'm sure. Give me a thumb.
I love it. How many do we have on? How many do we have online right now?
10 of mine.
Where is everybody, guys? Just because it's summer, not mean you don't have to be here. Wake up. I mean,
Listen, Gary's a bulldog. I will send her to your house, come to this office. No, we're glad to see all of you. Thank you for being here today. It is, what's today? Today is Tuesday.
maybe we should do that though. So here's going to be a surprise. One day in, ooh, can we turn it down a little bit? That sounds really loud. One day in, month are we in July, between July and end of August, Nick and I are going to drive to your houses and make sure you're up and at it and doing some work. We don't see you in the market center.
Yeah, we're gonna come.
Well, your house,
No, we'll come
Might
to your
not
house. I'm
happen.
okay. We're gonna make a day trip of it.
when we get the company airplane, we'll come to your house.
We're gonna come hang out in the Yellowstone
Yes,
Ranch.
but not until then. All right, let her roll. Oh, look
See,
at this.
it was you. It's you. See, all right. One of the things we want to bring back is bucket fills. And these don't have to always be, grandiose, right? We want to celebrate each other and the things that we do. So I am going to start out. I've had a couple of really good meetings recently and talking to our top 20%. Some of you are still on the list. So if you haven't heard from me yet or haven't met with me, check your email. There might be an invite in there. But I want to bucket fill Lynn and Carrie. An agent yesterday said to me that they had been a lot of recruitment had been geared towards them in the last couple of months, and that they would be stupid to leave because the answers and the quickness to which Lynn responds helps him in his business, and that Carrie has always gone above and beyond, get him what he needs when he needs it, and that isn't always the most opportune time for our people. So thank you for that, both of you. He said legitimately that it wasn't for the two of you that he would have likely accepted one other franchise's offer, and so that's a bucket fill, you guys. Thank you. All right.
Who else has a bucket fill? And these are for everybody. So anybody who's new to this, we used to do these, we kind of got off track with them because it got kind of crickety. But again, these are something that good has happened to you and you just want to fill the bucket of just the outside area to let us know, like, wow, this is going on. Maybe it's somebody in the market center did something. Maybe it's somebody at home's done something for you, but just something that you want to share that's just something good. Waiting for hands.
Out there on a vacation and like my team did everything. They actually worked this time last time. They actually worked this time. John here for half a second, he got something done for me that I could not get done on my iPad.
But
got it posted. It was just like, wow, I got people.
Nice. Love it. Anybody online have anything? Anything in the chat, George? Anybody got a hand up that wants to share something online? Maybe another team member or another agent here has done something, held an open house for somebody.
I got one.
Yes.
So, I want to build Matt Brown's bucket. He was a big part of my trajectory as I started out. So sad to see him go, but move on to better things, but he's done a lot for so many agents.
Yes, big bucket fills for Matt Brown.
We did that. Make the slides. We just talked about it.
Speaking of Matt Brown, I'm up here too. Tomorrow, you're going to 26. We're celebrating Matt Brown.
That's why we have, but I'm talking about what's the new
Oh,
award that's coming up?
so one of the things that we wanted to do to honor Matt and to honor what he's done, culture is an important part of who we are, and culture was or is what Matt is, right? And so moving forward, we are going to create the Matt Brown Culture Award for our market center. That is because I mean, you have a long run here. And he gave a lot to this market center. He gave a lot to the people here. And we want to continue that and honor that by creating an award in his name. And so he does not know that yet. We're going to give him the inaugural award, which he'll be able to keep. And then we'll have a traveling trophy for our market center. So
Yes. So really what it's going to be is, again, knowing Matt Brown and the culture that he had, the spirit that he always brought, the attitude, kind of following up with that in our agents. And you guys will get the opportunity each month to vote on who you feel brought that to the market center, brought that to the teams throughout the market center, from any one of the agents, leadership, anybody that you choose and feel. And then we'll just look through those, tally up the numbers, and then we will present that award each month. So it's a great opportunity to.
it's, culture is the core of who we are as a company. And Mo Anderson would tell you that people like Matt Brown are unique and they're special, and we should be celebrating them because it helped us all at one point or another improve our lives or improve our business. So just to Mr. Brown, he seems to be doing well. I had a message to him from yesterday. We exchanged it, and so he's excited for tomorrow. This is a potluck style. We're gonna do appetizers, ish, that sort of stuff. So 3 to 6.
Wow.
He is food.
Yeah.
Food. Well, so Matt,
Like cooking up a storm over there?
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
I mean, like a crave cake.
That would come in with a big bag of Taco Bell and tacos for everybody.
Get a cake spot. We're gonna do, I'm thinking, other appetizer food, wings and meatballs, little weenies.
Hold on.
It's part of what we feel, speaking of culture, I do want to say the culture that is expressed here in the office from Linda, from Nick, including Carrie and Jordan and Shannon and Sean, everybody who has to do with the office. I very much appreciate everything, especially when going through these the shift. You all, because of the work that you all do and the accessibility that you have, and the flexibility that you all have, and the time that you give, y'all make it very hard to fail in this business. And I want to say I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Any other questions? Oh, Marky Mark.
I wanted to say thank you to everybody. Like many of you know, my mom passed last week. Whether I even miss it or not, I got so many messages, well wishes, text messages, Facebook messages, and it meant a lot. Like I said, whether it was, we're business partners or not, I feel a connection, friendship. I just wanted to thank everyone for that.
Yeah. We appreciate having you here, brother.
Moving on. We got in the house. Is there a girl named Raina? Raina. You're gonna go right there, Raina. Next slide. It's all about Raina. Next slide again. Let's go to the next slide.
You, girl.
Oh, I like this. You hear me? Yeah. It's hard to hear you in the back.
Once it's talking about go.
Yep. Be louder. Okay. Well, last time I had a presentation, I didn't want to talk about interest rates, but I feel like I have to touch on those a little bit today. Did anybody watch the market last week while you were working remote or on vacation? Yeah. Yes, right. So if you have pre-approvals out there, touch base with their lender about affordability. There's lots of conversations, keep open communication, talk about what does it do to your payment? You refinance in the future, a normal par rate. Saw a little bit of an improvement yesterday. Normal par rate, somewhere around 7% or more. Yesterday I had somebody not so great credit at 7.75. So Tough conversation, but they really want to be homeowners. So, you know, you could structure that conversation on, you know, rates aren't so amazing right now, but here's what we can do. So frame it in a positive way. But if you have people that are pre-approved and shopping and can't necessarily find a house, but are looking at their top price point, make sure that they have a budget conversation. And that's what I'm advising my team to do as well. So great. To have touch with your clients. Don't frame it negatively. Obviously, there's always silver lining, because maybe it will slow some people down and they'll have more opportunity to. Okay. I kind of want to talk about something fun, and I have to pull up something of my own. So, just to set ourselves aside a little bit, Cross Country has come up with their own down payment assistance program. I would say not everybody that I talk to that is a first time buyer wants to use the Minnesota Housing or any other down payment assistance that potentially locks them into whatever rate, let's just say Minnesota Housing is today. So we have a $4,000 forgivable grant. It follows kind of more like a Minnesota Housing type of scenario. So here's the thing. Have to live in the house for 6 months. Have to have at least 1% of the purchase price invested of your own money. Now, $1,000 can cover half of your closing costs. Some people are getting money from their parents, 401ks. This is just a little bit of an extra. We don't have an interest rate hike because we're giving them $4,000. That's the main thing that I want to say, because usually people are like, well, what's the catch? My rate's higher. What is it? We follow Fannie Mae guidelines. So same mortgage insurance, same interest rates that we would present to somebody that doesn't have need for down payment assistance. They have their own. Let's see, you can have 2 borrowers or more, but at least one of them has to be a first time home buyer. Everybody has to occupy the property. And I say you only have to live there for 6 months for it to be forgiven. Yeah, I mean, why not? You follow the same Fannie Mae income guidelines. That income max, I think, just got increased to, somebody correct me, around 94 or 96,000. Something like that. That's quite a bit. So why not take advantage of this? It's free money. If you have clients that are kind of like, well, I can buy a house, but I need down payment assistance or I need closing costs, don't want to ask for closing costs from the seller, would be something nice. Cannot stack it with anything else. That's the way to say it. Another slide, Jordan?
I think so.
Might be the last one. Oh, it's Brittany. Brittany's not here today. Okay, you're filling in. Yeah. Anyways, chat with me if you have any questions or have any plans that you think would be a good conversation or a good fit.
Thank you.
Right. Wow, I look really good today up there.
You look taller.
Yeah, I do. My hair's a little longer. Anyways, I'm Kayla with Great North Title. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, if I said I would give you $5 every time somebody said in the last couple of years, oh, it's just the market. How many of you could pretty close to retirement? Because I could. But you know what? This is your guys' passion. This is what you guys love to do. And even though that the market, here's $5, is maybe not where it was a couple of years ago, people still need to buy and sell houses. Maybe it's not as great of a deal, but there are still people who are in situations, whether they're getting married, divorced, whether passing down an estate to their kids for the right of survivorship. Maybe their parents passed away. So the files that we've been seeing lately are more difficult files. So we want to make sure that we can help you guys make that a smooth transaction for your clients and make it, you know, as easy as possible for them to navigate through whatever hardship they may be in because they're buying or selling in their house. So go with, I can't stress enough, go with the title company that you guys trust, especially if you're a new agent. Being a new agent, you really want, we're going to make you look like all stars at the closing table. So you guys just send over your PA and we kind of take it from there on the title side of things. And we help you through step by step. We will help any questions that your guys' clients have. It's wedding season, right? So making sure that your clients know when they're going to change their name, how does that affect if they're going to buy or sell a home? So make sure that you're staying in touch with your clients, your owners, your home buyers, home sellers, so they know that, so we know that how to change their name or you guys need to tell them to do. Because we don't want, the last thing we want is you guys to get to the closing table and like, hey, how are you? They're like, great, we just got married and nobody knows and they have a new last name. So, and that would hold up a closing. So please just do your due diligence in a title company that you trust. Great North Title. We have over 80 years combined experience between all of our employees. Brittany, the owner and founder of Great North Title, she obviously was a closer for over 20 years. So you don't find that in title owners too often. So she knows, you know, the ins and outs, the humps, the speed bumps that you guys are going to run into with your clients. So she's very diligent on making sure that you guys can provide the best experience for everyone. Also, I just want to give a shout out to Mike Barsness. So he is also a closer at Great North Title. So his office is right on the other side of the hall. He has been on vacation, like I think all of us the last few weeks, but he is back. So he is going to be in that office. So please feel free to stop by if you guys have a quick question about title. Don't feel like texting or calling, just stop on over, ask him real quick. I'm sure he can help you out. Otherwise, yeah, if you would like to send an order to us, we are info@greatnorthtitle.com.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, you guys. Without you guys, we could not do what we need to do. Honestly, we're grateful to have such great people in our office.
They're right there.
They're right here. And
call.
honestly,
Walk over.
these people are more like family to us. And so we appreciate all of you, honestly. Work for our office. So there we go. So,
Awesome beer glasses. I mean, you can call it milk if you really drink milk, but it works well at home for beer, I found out.
it does really work well for beer, except I only have one, so I'm the only one who gets to drink beer in my house.
Linda, this is all you.
All right,
it
you
on.
guys, want to give a big shout out to all of our new agents who joined us in the month of June. Woo! So we had 6 amazing new agents join us last month. I know a few of them couldn't make it here to the team meeting today. I do know that Stephanie is online. Stephanie, if you are available, do you just want to tell us a little bit about you and Jeremy and introduce yourself?
Yeah, excited to be here. I am Stephanie Rabitoy. My husband Jeremy cannot make it. He's got a 9 to 5. We were referred by Alina, who I see your smiling face. Miss you. Hi. We joined, we did the classes through, I can't remember what it was.
AW Prep Program.
Thank you, KW Prep. And we're kind of nights and weekends for now. We both have 9 to 5 jobs, but we're very excited. And we have a listing coming up already. So we're very excited.
Yay. Congrats.
Thanks.
I'm just checking to see it. There's it. Right. Well, welcome to all of our new June agents. We are excited to partner with you guys. And if you see them around the office, definitely say, hey, make them feel welcome. They're all great. I've gotten to know them all over the last month. So welcome to our KW family.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
All right, look at that. Ooh, three new cappers added back to the list of 100%.
So what does that mean when someone caps?
That means you are getting 100% of your commission back.
100% of your commission.
For however much you have left. In some cases, it's 11.
It's 11.
Right, 11 and a half even.
Oh, congratulations. Honestly, that is awesome. That is what makes
Okay.
that, yeah, that is what makes our company different, is that we aim to get you guys to cap so that you can make 100%. So congratulations on your hard work, you guys, honestly. Awesome. All right. So we're going to talk about this. Let's start. Did we
DJ.
do that one? DJ, did we do the one on 15576 Gateway Path?
Because she hasn't been here. She's been.
Did we do that? Okay. So
What was it released? We cancel and then we release it.
released. So how did you get that listing?
What was the referral?
Referral. That from somebody in your network?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. How about the one that you have on Idaho and St. Paul? Past client. And how did they come back to you? Were you touching them in your CRM? Yep.
Sorry, guys.
No, that's okay, but you're touching them. You know, you're communicating,
Yeah.
touching them.
Okay, cool. Yesterday, so that one was nice. Yesterday, we listed one. Talked to the woman 4 years ago, put her on a daily campaign, talked to her maybe twice in 4 years. She's laughing. And she had one of my recipe cards with notes written in the context.
Love it.
Because she said to me, save all. I'm like, all right.
It works. It's worth the money.
$300,000 company by me off of a 59-cent recipe card.
That's it. Staying in touch matters. It really does. And that is proof again that just a recipe card, something as simple as a recipe card. Yeah.
Also, I think a good thing to kind of point out is, especially for the newer agents. Especially for the newer agents. A lot of times I hear, well, I don't know who to put in my database. I don't have people because I haven't done anything with them. Well, this is just someone you met, whoever got the information, add them to your database. Different events, you can get more than just, if you don't get all the information up front, you're doing these things, reaching out. So even if it's just someone you talk to at the grocery store and you get their name, you can creep and find that same person on Facebook, or maybe you get their name in an email. Add those to your database. That all is going to make a difference over time.
Actually came in as an
That is crazy. Honestly, it just means you guys stay in front, stay in touch. Because if somebody's going to need something. So sometimes I think we overthink the necessity to be a resource. We overplay it, and it's got to be something big. And I gotta do something grandiose in order to convince them that I'm the person they should use. Most of the time, it's just somebody that stays in front of them time and time again. Forrest, you've got a lease you got in Minneapolis. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Calling a rental list. He wasn't sure if he wanted to keep it or sell it, so signed both contracts, decided to hopefully goal is just long term. Then I will fill my
Build that in.
yeah.
It looked familiar. Let's see here. Oh, Tia, you've got one. Looks like it's a 13-acre lot. Tell us about that. Sold already. Congratulations.
For a year. It expired and I relisted it because I had interest right after it expired. It's my parents.
Your parents. All right. Well, that's a speed, right? Yeah, they better well use you. Guys, this is the moment when we start to think about what is working and what isn't working. Sometimes, as Kayla had mentioned, is sometimes we get caught in the idea that the market is not great. I wrote this up here, you guys. So this is something that Carrie and I, Alec was listening to. Only 8% of agents throughout the country have written 4 or more deals this year. That's a crazy number. So I thought about that a lot last night when I was on my way home, and I was thinking about what that actually means for you guys. And I don't want this number to be I don't want this to be in a moment of complacency. I want it to be a moment where you guys start to think about that actually means for your business, right? If you've had 4 or more closings this year, you're in the top 8% of all agents. For 1.3 million agents, you're in the top 8%. Okay. For those of you that maybe you haven't, I don't want this to be a moment of complacency where you go, wow, the market just isn't good. AR is still reporting that we are expecting to lose somewhere between 60 and 100,000 real estate agents by the end of this year. It doesn't have to be any of you. Consistency that you do the work that you have, the habits that you create right now, legitimately make you hundreds of thousands of dollars in the next 6, 7, 8 years as the market returns, as activity normalizes, as interest rates find some balance. That doesn't mean I think they're going to go down significantly. It does mean I think that they're going to find some balance. If you do these things right now, and when we talk about how you get these, you guys are listening. Most of these are coming from people that they know, right? We know that 80% of your business is going to come from your sphere. So who are you talking to? Who are you calling? Who are you connecting with? Who are you sending postcards to? Use the systems that are here, you guys. Don't recreate the wheel and don't bang your head against the wall. And sure as shit, don't quit. For real.
Quitting. Who do we have in the market center that can help them get back on track, hold them accountable, work with them frequently, review contracts?
He has
with them?
tattoos.
Back there in the bit,
His name is Alec,
right there.
right? Honestly, you guys,
For example, I don't know, what time was it when I saw you going over a contract with someone? After 6, yep. I, again, didn't realize that it was here. I'm walking up and I can hear this voice and there he is scrolling through a contract with someone. Yep, you did that right. Yep, that looks good. I mean, you will get help. I don't want to say 24/7 because he does deserve to sleep a little bit. But I do know that he is constantly there, constantly available for the people in the program, for those that aren't even. But really, if you are at that point where you're like, oh, I mean, we're seeing it. I'll be honest. We saw it in when renewals came due. You've been in the business for a while, or even if you're new, you're just like, it's just not happening this year. So I'm not seeing it. I got to do something different. Again, if you're just going to go work a 9 to 5 and maybe make, let's just say 40,000 because you've been doing something different for years, and that's where you jump in. You can do that real quick and easy on your own schedule if you're doing the job. So if you're willing to go work 9 to 5 and put in 9 to 5 to make 40, guarantee you put in 9 to 5 in real estate. Not, well, I can sleep in, I'm going to roll in about 11, I'm going to punch out about 2. But you put in that 9 to 5 and work with a coach, you will be successful.
honestly, you guys, I mean, you know, here's the thing. We can browbeat this every week, and I know that you guys show up, so I appreciate that. I would even say this. Hang on. Hang on. Do the work, stay committed to the activities, use command, in touch with people. Don't get, I think there's a tendency when the market shifts that people go, well, my life was this way, you know, a year ago or 2 years ago. It's going to be that way again. It's not today. And part of that is because the market is different. Yesterday on that same call that this quote come or this fact came from, also that we're expecting number of transactions that we're going to close this year. How many transactions did we close in 21? Do we remember? Nope. In general, as Todd uses this number. And throughout the country in 21, anybody take any guess at the number of transactions? Not sides, just the number of core transactions. Nope, throughout the country, all transactions. Pretty close, man. 6.1 million transactions in 21. That meant 12.2 million transaction sides. This year, we were estimating somewhere early in the year at 4.7. We're tracking to 4.3. And as of yesterday, somewhere between 3.7 and 4.1 as to what we're going to end up. That means that there's a third of all transactions that have been taken off the table. So if you're experiencing right now, you guys, some stress because I can't do this, I'm doing the work and it's stressful and I'm not getting anywhere, quit. There's a book, it's called 3 Feet from Gold, where a guy worked his entire life digging this gold tunnel, never found it, quit. He dies, they sell it. Next person that buys it, the next claimer that buys it, jumps in there and 3 feet later finds gold. I'm telling you that the gold is coming. The situation that we're facing hasn't been simple. There's been a lot of uncertainty in the market, and there still is. That's changing, and people are going to get antsy, right? And when they finally realize that, hey, the market is kind of calmed down, the geopolitical sphere has started to at least not give us daily headlines that scare everybody. These things are going to, come to fruition, and then guess what? Market is going to return in a fashion that most of us haven't seen our career, and there's going to be less of us. There's going to be less people out there taking transaction volume from those of us that stay in the business, stay committed, do what's necessary to get through.
So my daughter, sometimes, it's like, she told me this week, because she got her first, she's doing buyers. That all of a sudden she spent her whole career and write aggressive offers to get that multiple offer. And all of a sudden she called me and she said, you know what? I need to learn how to negotiate now. It's no longer how aggressive can I write my offer, it's how good can I negotiate. And that was huge to hear that from her.
Do you want to teach a class on that?
How to negotiate.
Negotiate.
Put hand up, a lot of agent calls the last week or two over it.
Well, then be watching the calendar
Honestly.
for that coming, how to negotiate. That's fine. Fine. Okay,
All right, moving on.
it's gonna be big, bad, bad.
Big bad Chad.
You do, there's, next slide.
Oh, who's this building? Do we have a third one too?
The wrong building. Sorry.
Okay, first of all, who would like to make $2,000 per hour? $1,000 an hour. You make 2,000 an hour,
Yeah.
5 hours of work?
Here.
Okay, got it. We kind of do this impromptu, but Mike Kaminski, one of our, he's got 5 hours on the day here. Instagram report. But I just wanted to thank everyone, because I've worked with a lot of you on transactions. It hasn't been high, $2,000 number. However, it's starting to approach kind of that high 380,000 in referrals paid out to agents. It's anywhere from a small leasing transaction all the way up to $2,000 per hour transaction. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for that. We commercials kind of the same thing here. This is our one as well too, in terms of transaction activity. Q1 was strong, but we're still seeing the gap here in terms of what the bank's willing to underwrite a property, what you can get, right? So we're running into the same things. We're starting to see a pickup. There's a slight light at the end of the tunnel for interest rates. We're getting creative. If you have any sellers that want to sell that are open to contract for deed financing, the last 3 transactions, we've had the seller actually finance the transactions. They become and so we had to get creative in terms of getting transactions done. Even if they have a loan on the property, they can still do some seller financing on it as well too. Last deal we did was 6%. We actually did a 5.7% transaction too. Seller carryback, seller financing. So just something to think about with people that are looking to sell, you can find something. We're actually looking at all our properties as well too.
Well, guys, in your lead generation, one of the things in your lead generation, you guys, being a resource for all things real estate, right? That's a conversation that we don't have. If you sell residential real estate, you don't always think of, you're not always asking. I would say that if you haven't reached out to people in your database yet, you're looking for a conversation, have a conversation about commercial real estate. So listen, we've been talking a lot about commercial real estate in our market center, talking a lot about the changes in that environment. If you have anybody that needs a resource they can depend on as the market shifts for them to determine what they're going to do with it. You have a lot of baby boomers that have invested in commercial real estate. They're now getting to the end of their lives. No. It's true though. What did we just hear? That no, that was 10,000. What is it? 10,000 a week that are quitting, not dying. That's a different story. My point is that these people are at a point in their career, you guys, where they're looking to liquidate so they can do some other things with that money. They might not have anybody in commercial real estate. That's Chad. If you haven't worked with Chad yet, you guys, I've worked with Chad in a number of instances for the last 10 years and worked with a lot of commercial real estate agents to help lease property in the office buildings. And I will say, without a doubt, Chad, you were, no doubt you were the best. You came prepared. You were willing to deal with a lot of the things that were really strange in a couple of the deals that we wrote, and you got the deal done every single time. So guys, if you get a chance, reach out to your database and have a conversation about commercial real estate. Like he said, one of those calls could land you a $10,000 commission. You referred the deal out. So make sure you get in front of that.
I appreciate that. And one thing that we're working on is with the more difficult market too, we're working on things like our newsletter. So if you guys are not on our newsletter, I send this out to, our database is 14,000 right now that we send out to. And so you can scan this. One opportunity that you can do too is I have a lot of teams that are actually putting that onto their database just to say that, hey, we have a resource to be able to help. Sales, purchasing of property as well. This is an example here of kind of a lead generation opportunity. The gentleman that owns this building actually owns about $50 million in real estate. It's taken, actually myself and Adam Witter, we're working together on this. It's taken us probably 20 connects with this guy to get this, but now we have 5 transactions in the works with them. He said no, probably about 15 of those now. So actually 19 out of 20. But he's on the newsletter. He's referred us a couple of people. We're just going back to top of the funnel, old school, connecting with our database and trying to get to know, we're trying to get to the point where a lot of referrals that we get, we actually ask them a ton of questions to see if, hey, do they need to go back and develop a business plan? Do they need to work on their financial plan? Just asking a ton of questions from. Here's another example. Shane and Jason, I don't know if this is confidential or not, but they have a purchase agreement for this property in Grand Avenue, 2 doors down from their current property. They were actually leasing this out tomorrow. It's a salon space. It's actually a mixed use property. So 2 apartments up, salon space on the main level. We have a counseling firm and a staffing firm that I'm showing tomorrow space. So if you know of anyone, this is a good example. Anyone that wants to be on Grand Avenue, looking for about 2,000 square feet of space. This is a perfect example of any questions at all? Yeah. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate you. All right, moving along, I think we have
No,
Minnesota's strongest realtor.
I know.
So I'm just gonna stand here and talk. Not me. How do you think it is?
Really just want to say thanks to everybody so far. We've raised a ton of money. We're about just under a month out right now. Training is going really well. Great. Last week, so it's been about a month out. Anything about lifting, it's a good thing to feel like crap just so. But everything's going really well. We've got a huge awareness going on right now. We just had an event in Lakeville 2 weeks ago. It was set up as we were just there, like a couple of us went to a demo. A bunch of kids lifted up some like all tanks and just getting awareness within the Hope community. They had a huge event going on, and it was just a lot of fun to start to get at hitting football. I get in front of people who are kids. That's also what we're really pushing, so. At the very least, if people could help. Yeah. Here, what will be effective? Tell our government to give it for a little while, what goes on, and it just. Families and out of the path, how it happens, while we're there. So really great. It's a really good experience. And, yeah, we want to get rid of people that are also. But if you know anyone who wants to get buy, have something blank and everything, they have a lot. Well, thanks for everybody.
Hopefully we can get a bunch of people out there on the 5th just to support you, man, and see you throw around some weight. All right. How many of you have been to Mega Camp before? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So Mega Camp is coming up. It is what, the 15th and the 16th of August?
There's a video. up.
Oh, there's a video. Okay, so Uncle Gary is going to talk to us next. Here's the thing, you guys. If you've been to family reunion is fun, and it's a really good way to get into some idea of what we do. Mega Camp is going to test your limits. It's going to push you. You're going to be around some people now that they've reworked this. This time is specifically for agents that are pushing to improve their business. If you've never been in Austin, Texas in August, you're missing it. It's fantastic. I think it's going to be 100 and I think I read in Austin it's like 100 and 15 degrees. Like yeah, no, literally, I think it's supposed to be like 109 degrees today. But here's the thing. The good news is that this is held inside and there's air conditioning. That's good. We're expecting 7,000 agents. If you guys want to, if you feel like you need an opportunity to invest in your business and you need a bit of a kick in the behind, this is your spot. Plus, it's a really, really, really great city. Even when it's not hot, or even once the sun goes down, it starts to cool off. It is a fantastic city to visit. So let's run that Uncle Gary video.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited about Mega Agent Camp this year. Every year, Jay, Jason, and myself, we sit down months in advance and we ask the question, how can we help? What can we do? What value can we bring to you that would make a difference right now in your lives? So, as you know, it's the 3 L's. It's leads, listings, and leverage. And then we add in wealth building. And we just go for it. To me, that's what Mega Agent Camp is. Thinking big, aiming high, and tackling the issues in a manner that would really help you right now. Tickets are limited this year. I apologize for that. So if you're coming, grab that ticket and come on. I can't wait to see you.
So as Nick was saying, again, and I know we have right now, we've got
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited.
a group of, you can switch screens. That's what, a group of 5 that are attending. This is always a great event, and it is, there's been so many changes over the years, and it is 100%
Hi, everyone.
agent focused. Gary, you can go the other way. Yeah.
Listen here, Uncle Gary. This is my market.
Hi, everyone.
No, really, you guys, take a minute, you guys, if you're considering an opportunity to do something different. You're going to leave Mega Camp 1 refreshed from spending some time with people in our market center and some producers from around the country. 2, you're going to come back with some really great ideas. This is going to be, I think, in Fuego family reunion. There we go. That's my Spanish.
All right. Today, after the team meeting, Sean, anything real quick? Okay. We'll give you time to quickly run to the restroom, but we have all
Google
things,
directions weren't good.
all things Google with Dawn Levy. So she'll be here today after the team meeting. And then definitely again, next week, we will have Business Accelerator Mid-Year Reset with the KW trainer, Josh Freiberg. Definitely again, join us for this. He's got some great celebrating wins from Q1, Q2, identifying custom strength-based strategies for success. The remainder of 23, committing to productive actions which create energy and motivation. So this should be a great event. The one next week will be Zoomed, so we won't be able to share it with those online because we can't have the 2 Zooms running. So if you are online this week, we really hope you will join us here next week. You can be a part of that. All right, we're gonna run through a couple of things here. Well, I guess we have a little bit more, but so empowering agents to leadership to build teams that last, virtual summit. Here, do you want these are the 5 topics.
The reset, the cadence of accountability, right time to hire, and a fresh look at career visioning. Here's the thing, KWRI has done an incredible job this year. I have my complaints about organizations that won't shift or pivot when they need to. And I believe that that KW is working better and better, faster and faster at responding more timely to market conditions and the things that you guys are facing. So let's look at that. The reset. What is that actually? What is that gonna sound like? When it's helping you get back on track. It's exactly what it sounds like. Identifying expectations, identifying goals, and then identifying the ways that you're going to get there. What are your activities? It is a GPS for your business: goals, priorities, benchmarks. Fresh look at career visioning, identifying what that really looks like, how to hire, how to fire, how to stack your teams, how to create an organizational structure for your business that is in alignment with the model so you can be profitable. And then a journey. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Next.
So that is going to be Zoom, as we were saying, that's going to be Zoomed in the Market Center, July 13th, 11 to 2. So hopefully we can get a good group in here, because what we'll do is as they take kind of breakout sessions and they stop to discuss stuff, we'll be in here to do that with you and talk about ideas and kind of keep carrying it on.
Just a funny note is Kim Zuroff was originally a team leader here in the in Minnesota. That's where she got her start. So we had a tendency, if you go to KWRI, we have a tendency for our region, specifically our Twin Cities area. But 3 of our Twin Cities people are in leadership with KWRI. We make the best people here. Yeah.
All right, next one is, I think it was 4 proven lead generation tactics. This is a QR code. You guys can sign up on your own to do this on your own. But it is 4 lead generation tactics to thrive in the current market. Makes it easy to build, nurture, and maintain your business using command. Through each of these 4 one-hour sessions, you will learn the systems and models for how top agents use command to build and feed their database, communicate in a systematic way to convert those leads into clients, and service every lead that comes their way. This timeless and timely series will ensure that you are start building the habits that will allow your business to thrive no matter the market. They ran kind of a series similar to this a year ago, getting into command, obviously in a different market. Huge, great response and turnout from it. So I really highly recommend, whether you are a new agent or an experienced agent, especially truthfully, this is going to give a lot of tips and ideas and tools to you as a new agent. Then for those of you that have been doing this, this will really help you continue that business. KW Clarity. So we kind of heard a little bit about this. It kind of came out during family reunion. There's been more conversation on it. But this one is, I really like this slide. So I'm hoping that actually a lot of you will click on this. But what it is KW Clarity is seeking local liaisons to support their mission to recreate recovery-focused real estate community by offering consistent moral support, relevant resources, and additional achievable and substance-free networking, socializing, masterminding opportunities. And you can scan on that if you would like to fill out the application if you're interested in becoming a local liaison for the Twin Cities area and for the KW Clarity. So
read an Inman piece about 6 months ago that said that real estate is the third highest industry in which we struggle with substance abuse. So you have police and EMT responders, people that have high stress, trauma related. And then you have people like us that we are constantly giving of ourselves, and that creates some stress. And so what this is they're calling it Sober Curious. And that is seeing what your life would be like sober, seeing what that would be like. So we're offering opportunities here to get into recovery program, maybe not in a traditional sense, more in a supportive accountability sort of way. I think this is a really good idea for them to launch for KW Wellness, knowing that our industry has a substance abuse issue, and that this offers us an outlet for that. So please scan that. And if you do nothing else, maybe there's somebody else in your life that you know that is struggling that could use a little support. And this gives you a resource for that.
This one is Command contact filters. Command now has a new advanced filtering system and filters you can play around with. You can click on this to read more and watch the YouTube video to learn more about it. Again, a great use if you're using your Command. These are all things that you can put into play and start using. So hopefully we can share out some of these as well later if you didn't scan them, but I would just recommend scanning those.
Somebody teaching Command today?
I am going to do just a 101 to anybody. We're going to start at the basics of just adding your database, adding contacts, creating an opportunity, submitting your file for review, submitting a commission.
Somebody wants to know how to get paid.
And I just want to remind everybody as I'm going through these, when you have a signed contract, how many hours you should probably have that commission tab submitted so we can get it reviewed.
72.
So that's after you, I mean, if you want to wait till you pass inspection, that part's fine. Let's get those submitted. Again, you can always, termination is so easy if something changes in that contract. If it cancels, whatever the situation. But I'm constantly going into a month and I'm pulling up I have a closing in a week. You get submitted that week and the file was under contract 2 to 3 months ago. It needs to get in. We need to give an opportunity for Lynn to review it, look at if there's anything that is not compliant. And it's really to protect you and also for us to project and look at what we've got coming for our numbers, where we can ask, you know, even as far as having ability to say who's got some closings on and where we can have coach looking at who can I help, who's going to need support with that. So let's really get into getting those files submitted as quick as
You submit your file in the details section. There's a space for estimated closing date. Please fill that in accurately. Literally, that's how I can pull them up and review them in the order that they're closing in. If you fill it out as the date that you wrote it up in, or you leave it blank, or
not get on our radar.
yeah, it can slip through the cracks. But please fill out that estimated closing date.
Those are things that we'll cover in that today. If anybody has questions, we're just going to do a quick dive into like where is some of these details that I've had a lot where it's literally coming to it being submitted last second. They want to submit it because it's closing tomorrow, and I hear it's asking me to add a property. Well, that's on that first screen, and it's a lot of people just pass by that screen and don't realize it until it's time to submit it. So.
Okay, I just wanted to let everyone know. So National Night Out is Tuesday, August 1st this year. Has anyone ever done any National Night Out stuff in their community? Woo, we got some hands up here. What did you guys do for that? If you don't mind sharing, just for those that maybe don't know.
When I had my team, we did in the development that we had, which was a new development, we did a block party event in which we brought in a jump house, everything you can think. Like we had like donkey rides. Not even kidding, it was strange. We had a couple of food trucks come out though, and the neighborhood chipped in for some of the activities. We chipped in for the food, and honestly, we had a couple hundred people that stopped by that this development. It was such a cool way. We had them scan things so that they could win something. And again, why do they scan things?
Contact info.
So we can get it. So I think it's a really good way. And it's a great way to meet people in your neighborhood or in maybe in another neighborhood that you want to meet people. It's a really good way to meet people. So.
Yeah. all those neighborhoods are always looking for some kind of support. So for whether it's your neighborhood or a neighborhood you're farming and you want to find out that, that person's doing it, but they will take anything. I mean, from you want to just sponsor some of the food, you want to provide a donkey, you can check with Nick on where to get that. But there's so many things you can do and get your name out there, meet your neighborhood, meet other neighbors and start a relationship.
I'm gonna want to get Marine for the first time
Right?
here. I was at the mayor's house, and I asked him if we've done one in town. He said, no, but we should. So we could do it at a park in town. We're gonna have yard games. We're gonna, the city workers are gonna clean up the park and clean up the grill, and they're gonna provide the charcoal. And we're gonna have hot dogs and.
That is awesome. For those of you that are at home and couldn't hear that, Tia is doing, she went right to the mayor of Marine on the St. Croix and asked him if they, if they did something like that. He said that they should, and they are. That's awesome. Honestly, that's really cool. But DJ.
Now, an example, you can go to bar and they would donate a gift card for you to purchase water or whatever you need. Oh, there we go. It's right there.
No, thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you for saying that. So what GJ was saying is that SPAR is going to help out with providing, you can reach out to SPAR. Link is here. We will send that link out as well. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah. So I'll send it out, but they are providing $50 Cub Food gift cards to SPAR members. So all that you really need to do is reach out via email and just let them know. And then you'll be able to either get your card mailed to you or picked up at SPAR. So again, just a great opportunity. Get out in the community. We'll send this out with all the other links from today.
And again, and if you're looking for other ideas, like if, let's say you are gonna do this with a neighborhood, you say, I'll donate the water. Take the time, go to, I don't even know what business stores are still around, but go to a business store. Grab some labels, put your label on a water bottle, slap it on the water bottle, get your name out there. There's so many simple little things to do to show that you're helping support that event and to get your name out there and to talk to people. So again, if they're going to be doing, a lot of times they'll have like little bags of chips they're giving away to everybody or for the kids. Slap your label on there, something that, is going to see, or again, get Frisbees for everybody that's going to be there. Definitely work your way out. It is Matt Brown.
Maddie Brown. Right. So
Everybody's
please,
phone should be up scanning this if they haven't yet.
we're gonna have some fun here. Yeah. We're gonna play bags. We're gonna open the garage door. We're gonna eat some food. And we're gonna here. Celebrate. Okay, celebrate. That's it.
That's the key word now, Mark.
Celebrate is, we're not defended that first thing. We're just gonna party. But yeah, send off party. Please make an attempt to be here tomorrow for that. I think it'll be special for Matt, and it's a good thing for us just to celebrate him. So be here.
This one. All right, guys, raise your hand if you were on the boat last year. We all made it off safely. That's the first thing. It was so much fun. We had, I wish, which picture we need to show next week? The one that we took of the whole group. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't go like this way into the water because we were all at one end. But how many people did we have last year? Yeah, 70 of us on the boat. It was so fun. I'm not a huge boat person, so I was a little nervous. I was like, oh my God. All of a sudden it's like, oh, we're already back. I mean, it goes so fast. It's so fun. Great opportunity to get to know a lot of agents that you don't see on a regular basis. Help share with them your excitement of being in the market center, the culture, getting them to come in and just talk something other than even business. I mean, it's just a day to get out there. We're not gonna, even though it's meeting day, we're not doing team meeting. It's just going to be a time to relax and us to just celebrate you guys and enjoy. That was
Celebrate.
so that is.
You guys, it was really fun last year with I attended last year with one of the, it was a spy last year, but we had a really good time, and honestly, it's a lot of fun. Open this door for the young lady.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to-
Dawn's here.
So come, you guys, at 7.
Yeah, it's RSVP. Please grab that and RSVP.
And I'm gonna do karaoke on board.
All right.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
We've got microphones now. So you can-
I'm on a boat.
Okay, do we have any other ones, Jordy? Anything else? I don't think so either. I think now it's just time for our special guest.
All right, guys. So thank you so much, guys. This has been a wonderful day. Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week. If you
Take 2 seconds to do whatever you need, and then we'll let Dawn get ready.
and then come back in for
And
Dawn.
then we'll start with Google.
In my little,
Very quick question. I was just intrigued, I know it's not me, but I was intrigued with your millionaire investor that you've got. Is that what, yeah, I mean, I know it's, you know, it's what you and, or me. Okay. Okay.
It's taken a long time, so like, millionaire, model. We meet up and we train the models and everything that we have for referrals, and then we hold each other accountable as well. We've got 12 members. And we can have another game here. So not thinking. Get together and really, and we were business code as well. And there in thousand.
Yeah, I've been curious, I know it's premature for me. But it just sounded like something, you know, like what we did in my financial advice.
Talk about
Yeah. Okay.
Would it need to be led by KW?
Oh, okay, makes sense, of course.
And so Jerry Keller was, he has.
Yep.
And what is, they're good for that. Yeah.
We're still in the survival mode.
So,
Oh, Chris, where are you? I've been looking for it, so. Yeah. You wanna know?